Well, it's great to catch up with our next guest, and he's going to have to give me a minute because if you guys didn't see what he did last week out in the Arizona Fall League, you need to because not every catch is made equal. And this man has made some great catches. This one just so happened to be a game ender, and I want to share it with you courtesy of the Arizona Fall League for anyone who didn't see it last week. Enrique Bradfield Jr. performing highway robbery. Let's check it out. Hmm?
High in the air, deep left field. Carpathio's going back. So is Bradfield, who leaps up, and he makes the catch! Punctuates a Peoria victory with an exclamation point.
Decent. Enrique Bradfield Jr., I can't even imagine, like, because you just do this all the time. I know it's the Fall League. It's not like Vanderbilt. It's not, but, like, where is this one on your personal list?
Probably on my personal list is pretty up there. I would say maybe even top 5.
Wow.
I've made some good catches, but I think from a situational standpoint, that ball off the bat was hit a mile in the air, and I thought it was gone immediately. That was my first reaction. I sort of kind of just drifted over there. I really didn't have to sprint because of how high the ball was hit, and I was like running over there thinking the ball's gone by 15, 20 feet. I started to watch it come down. I was looking over at our left fielder, Carp, and I'm like, man, he's really not close to this. I'm like, wait, this ball's coming my direction. So as it was coming down and I started getting closer to the wall, I was like, oh, I might be able to make a play on this. So I just went up. I got my glove on it. I hit the wall, and it actually knocked the ball out of my glove, and it just happened to bounce in front of my face. So it was kind of like one of those slow-mo moments where everything's happening really slow, and the ball was just like floating above my face, and I just went up like almost like coming down as a wide receiver with 2 hands, caught it with my glove in my bare hand.
Man, it was awesome. That was a really cool. I was wondering if almost it was like the Sal Frelick thing from last week, right? Where like just go up there, who knows what happens? We'll see what happens from there. But dude, that was.
It was pretty close to that, yeah. That's a good way to describe it.
That is really cool, man. Awesome catch, and I know it's been an awesome time. First of all, thank you again for joining us, Enrique. We really appreciate you doing this.
No problem. It's always fun coming on and getting to talk to you guys.
I feel like I know this season, injury-wise, was tough for you. When you got out there to Arizona, did you feel like, okay, I'm feeling good, and this gives me an extended opportunity to remind everybody of exactly where I am and not read too much into anything that happened this year when I was going through some of the injuries?
Yeah, I feel like it's easy for people to just watch or go online and read certain things, and everybody could have their own opinion. To be honest, like none of that really affects me, and none of that's going to change anything that I do. I know who I am. I'm very secure in that, and I know what I bring to the organization and bring to this game. So coming out here for me was just an extended opportunity to continue to keep working, to continue to find ways to get better, to improve. I'm having a blast. It doesn't get much better than this. It's very laid back, good weather, got a lot of good friends out here. Just having a lot of fun. When you're having fun with life, sometimes baseball can get a little bit easier. I feel like that's really starting to happen for me at this point.
I lived out there for a few years. It's not a bad time. October is not a bad time to be in Arizona, right? Like you're still getting in the pool. You can still go play golf. You can still do a lot of things that folks in the rest of the country can't do. So I don't blame you for that. But that is interesting to me because I feel like for some guys, when you get the word, hey, we'd like you to go to Arizona, that some guys might treat that as like a negative. Oh, you don't think I did enough this season? You don't like where I'm at? Did you? What was your thought process? Did they approach you? Did you approach them? And what was going through your mind about the idea of going out there this year?
They approached me, and it was kind of, obviously it's always up to me, regardless of the fact. But I took the advice and having conversations with certain people in our organization. I just thought it was a really good, important time for me to come out here and just keep working. I played in, I think, 70, 75 games, maybe, if that. gives me a chance to continue to get more at bats, to come out here, have a solid 6 weeks of action. Just really be focused. It's a much different environment. Not traveling as much. The travel's a lot easier. Just getting on a bus for 30 to 50 minutes, depending on what team you're playing. Kind of a very stable environment, which is a much different environment than like a normal affiliate schedule where you're on the road for a full week in whatever town that you're playing that week. But I just wanted to come out here and continue to play. I want to put myself in the best opportunity to walk into spring training in the best position I can.
Sure. Is it just about getting more game action? Is there something specific that you wanted to focus on while you're out there? Like any particular part of your game? Like, if we had been watching every day, would we say like, wow, Enrique is really trying to go opposite field more or something like that? Like, is there anything along those lines that was a priority besides just, hey, let's get a little more game action in this year?
Yeah, I'm working on dominating the opposition every time I step on the field. If I have 4 or 5 at-bats, I'm working on dominating each of those at-bats and winning every pitch. I feel like that's something that a lot of people have forgot that I can do. I can go out there and dominate. I can change a game on defense. I can steal bases, but in the box, I want to be a tough out. I want the opposing team to hate me for how hard I play the game, how fast I play the game. And I want them to know that every time they see me, they're going to have to deal with me. And sometimes there's not anything they could do about it. So that's kind of where my mindset has been at when I'm taking the field out here.
Enrique Bradfield is with us here on GCR. You and I have talked before. Are you still convinced that you get to the bigs, you can put together 100 stolen base season the way that the rules have changed and knowing what you're capable of doing and getting on base?
Well, no doubt. It's a long season. It's a lot of baseball. There's no doubt in my mind I could do that. I've said that for probably 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're getting closer to the fact that I'm going to find out.
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, I get that it's not your decision. Like, whenever we ask a question like this, I know it's loaded because the first thing you're going to say is, dude, it's not my call. And I know that. But do you feel like if you get the call that you're ready to do this next season at the big league level?
Oh, I do. 1,000%. I feel like there's a chance I'll be ready to do it early. Obviously, like you said, it's not my decision. But at the same time, too, I'm going to work and put myself in the best position to go out there and just have the opportunity to compete. That's all I'm looking for. I want to just go out there and compete.
What was it that you still wanted to check off? Like, everybody's different. Were there things that you wanted to check off the box before you got there? Or I remember talking to you after you got drafted. Were you pretty confident then that, like, hey, I just need to go through the process? There's nothing uniquely that you needed to do to say, now I'll know I'll be ready for the major leagues?
I don't think there's something that in specific I was trying to check off the list, but I feel like every level that I've been at and every experience I've had in professional baseball has definitely served the purpose.
I
Obviously,
appreciate
the good parts of it, playing well at certain levels, and then you have the tough parts of it. You have the injuries, the rehabs. Rehabbing is honestly harder than playing, and a lot of people wouldn't know that unless you've been through it. I definitely didn't know that until I went through it, and I went through it twice this year. My second rehab, a lot different than my first rehab, but I learned from the experience. I learned from the adversity, and I felt like the adversity almost bulletproofed me to the point where now when I take the field, I'm not worried about anything, but I also know that I've been through a lot this year, and regardless of that, here I am, and I'm still playing at a really high level. I'm still going out there and doing my thing, so mentally it's taught me a lot. I had to really sit down with myself, have a lot of internal conversation, reflect on a lot of things. And then through that reflection, it's really helped me build a better version of myself. And I feel like right now I'm the best version that I've ever been. And I'm evolving every day. I'm excited to show up, to work hard, to be around the guys and the squad, just to go out there and dominate.
It's interesting because neither injury was – a lot of times when guys go through, like, serious injuries, you'll hear them talk on the other side about the appreciation that it gave them, for the game and for getting to come back. Neither one of these were, serious, were, a year of rehab, but just having a couple in the same year, did you feel any of that? Like, did you feel maybe more joy being out there in Arizona, just like I get to play baseball. That's not always a given, right? Like I don't want to take that for granted.
1,000%. It gives you perspective. It could always be worse.
Yeah.
That's something that I've heard for a long time. My mom, my dad, they tell me that all the time. You got to look for the positives in things and not the negatives. You know, getting promoted to AAA, that was a huge positive. In the 15 games, I didn't play as well as I would have liked, but I was out there and I was healthy. And like that was very important to me. Coming out here, I'm having a blast, but I'm healthy and I feel really good. So when I feel like your body feels really good, mentally you know it, it's much easier to go out there with peace in your mind and go and compete.
When do you, I guess, what's the best piece of advice that you've gotten since you've gotten into the pros, since you've gotten into the system, whether it was from someone in the system or someone else in your life? I know you talk about your dad a lot, and obviously he had his own baseball journey, but like, is there something that you've learned in this process that has been most beneficial for you as you try to take this next step to the bigs?
Yeah, I think something that I've heard for a long time, and it's honestly been more apparent for me during professional baseball, has just kind of been trying to find that middle line. Have a good day, don't get too high. You have a bad day, don't get too low. Honestly, it's really been separating the days, treating them all as individual days, not looking at a full week perspective. I know what I have for tomorrow, and past that, I can't tell you what else I have. I know I'll be playing, but I don't know who we're playing. I don't know what time we're playing at. I am living truly to be right where my feet are, and I'm honestly just putting one foot in front of the next and just walking forward through this thing called life. Whether it's on the field, off the field, I just want to be present with my family, present with my friends, present in my work every day when I show up. So that's honestly kind of the best advice that I've been using, but it's really been showing on the baseball field for me. You know, I came out here in the first 3 or 4 games, maybe not the performances that I was looking for, but it's like I feel myself getting closer to what I'm looking to go out there and achieve. And I feel my misses getting closer to really what I want out of my swings.
That's cool.
And as I start to feel that, it's like I'm getting more comfort in my at-bats. I'm seeing more pitches. I'm seeing better pitches, taking better swings. So I know that I'm pretty close and it's around the corner. And then finally now I'm starting to hit a stretch where playing some of the best baseball, I'm hitting the ball hard. I'm a tough out, and that's all I want to be. Go up there, be hell for the other team.
And turn a walk into a triple, right? Turn
Right.
a ground ball through a hole into a triple. That's the exciting part, man. How about De Leon? Tell me about what you've seen from him while he's been out there, because my God, he's been just blowing everybody away, right?
Yeah, I've seen some electric stuff. You know, I've talked to a lot of the hitters, especially you get on base. You talk to some of the middle infielders, and they're like, man, like, what level is this guy at? Like, where is he at? And I'm looking at them telling him he's going to be in the big leagues pretty soon.
Yeah, he is.
The way he's throwing the ball. He's got an electric sinker, a lot of movement. It's 95, 96, a slider at 88. A good changeup with a lot of depth and a lot of fade, and he's just up there pulling strings, playing behind him and being in center field, watching how he goes out there. And to our credit too, or to his credit, he's done a hell of a job in his daily work, his routines. He's always focused, and even behind the plate, Ethan Anderson has caught him out here. He was in high A.
Yeah.
And double A and EA, he's done a hell of a job with him. He's helped set him up in some really good spots, and De Leon's just going out there and executing.
That's awesome, man. The $1 million question. I know you're excited about being out there. Have you asked anybody about the possibility of you flying back to Nashville to be there for College Game Day on Saturday morning?
No, I haven't. I would love to get to experience that, and hopefully this fall I get to experience a fun environment in Nashville when I get done here. But for now. I got better things to attend to.
I get it. You got to keep the main thing the main thing. I understand
That's
how
right.
that works. But dude, like if I had told you 2 years ago that Vanderbilt football was going to go from what, like 2 wins to be hosting College game day and consistently beating good teams, would you have believed me?
No, I wouldn't have believed you, but I could see the start when I was leaving the program in 23. I could see the wheels starting to turn a lot. Clark Lee's done a tremendous job.
It's nuts, man.
The whole Vanderbilt University, from the athletics department, Candace Lee has been amazing for our athletics department and our sports. We're seeing basketball with brand new facilities, football with brand new facilities. We have volleyball once again at Vanderbilt that just started. The baseball stadium is going to be an electric environment to watch a game when it gets done. We're seeing a lot of money and resources being pulled and being put into athletics to keep us at the elite and to help us become elite in some of these sports. And football, man, those guys go out there and they look aggressive. They play hard. They play fast. And it's been a lot of fun watching them.
Oh, and Diego Pavi is nuts, man. Like that kid. That guy can play. That guy is incredible.
Yeah. And he believes it. He knows it.
No, there's no doubt. Like that's the crazy part. Like even when you guys beat Alabama a year ago, like his confidence, you could just see. Like he thought, yeah, we're gonna beat Alabama. Like we are, just because he believes.
And the crazy thing about it is he said it from the summer before. We have a staff member on the baseball side who went to Alabama and had ran into him on campus, and he was like, "Watch, we're gonna go and beat Alabama next year."
Wow!
From the entire summer before he knew it.
That is nuts,
and he went out and just did it.
Dude, that's an all-time calling your shot.
Yeah,
that is iconic, man. All right, this is my $1 million for you. Have you ever? We will regularly see guys that just know off the bat it ain't worth it for me. Like there is no reason I can just leisurely take a look at that and watch it fly. Has that ever happened for you? Or in your heart of hearts, no matter how hard, you brought up the one from last week, how hard a ball is hit. Is there a part of you that likes, maybe I can jump out of the stadium and catch the ball? Like, do you ever just turn and watch a ball go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the more you're out there, you definitely know. There was a ball hit yesterday that it probably went about 460 feet.
Shoot.
And I got back there. I gave it a nice courtesy, but you know, it's going.
Like, I don't need to bother trying to hurt myself to get this
Yeah.
one. I can walk with it, but once I get to the wall, there is nothing that even I can do about it. Man, you got a lot of people back this way excited, seeing you healthy and seeing you hit the ball. And obviously, we always know what you can do defensively, but reminding everybody, it gets us very excited about what might be very soon for you, Enrique Bradfield, here in Baltimore. Dude, it's always great to catch up. Great to chat with you. Enjoy your time out there in Arizona. And looking forward to seeing you in Sarasota come this spring. Thank you for hopping on with us this morning, man. We really
thank you. It's always awesome to be able to talk to you guys and get to catch up. So I'll definitely be seeing you guys soon.